Welcome to J&A. I'm Jake, and that's Alex, of course. And
Hey,
today we are going to discuss the fur convention in Rosemount. I was there, and there was some interesting news with that direction. What was the news with that convention?
there was a chlorine gas poisoning in the convention or in the hotel, and it had to be evacuated and everything like that.
Yeah.
But go on to tell us about what you personally saw there.
So I was down there taking an exam, and before and after the exam, I had plenty of time because I decided to stay the week or the weekend. And I was gonna book at that hotel because it had the cheapest rooms, and they were booked. And I was like, well, shit. So I had to go to the other street, and I was at the Hilton. And so I didn't even hear about this news until after the fact. I was like, wait, what? But yeah, I went to the fur convention, checked it out. It was kind of fun, a little nerdy. Um, and yeah, and then I also saw a little small drug show that was going on down there as well. It
Wait,
was
so you
pretty
actually
cool.
went into the furry convention?
Yeah.
Really? There's not like tickets or something you had to buy?
Well, there is, but I kind of I just opportunity of choice.
Uh-huh.
I just kind of waited and was like, oh, there's a great opportunity. And yeah, I just kind of walked right in, like, hey, walked around for a little bit, and that was that. So yeah.
Oh, well, the exact thing that I'm currently looking at is it was just a gas leak, but it doesn't seem like they confirm or deny that people were intentionally trying to poison the furries.
Well,
But I mean,
so
if they were, I mean, why? Why would you do that?
yeah, I mean, what are the furries? They don't stand for anything. But
Like
now,
getting dressed up in your costume. Right?
well, see, that's another thing. I felt really left out by not dressing weird. Like I was, dressed normally, and I was like the
So
only
if you
one.
came prepared, you would dress up as a furry?
No.
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 But if you were to, what animal would you dress up as?
Uh, so I saw a Ninetales. I saw a Tails from Sonic. Those were like the two obvious ones. Someone was a Spider-Man. I'm just like, wait, that doesn't really work. So I wasn't quite sure how that matched up.
I see a
Um,
dragon in one of these pictures. Would you be a
someone
dragon? Would you be Khaleesi's dragon?
I don't even know who that is, but sure.
Game of Thrones?
I don't
Oh my
watch Game
god, I
of
forgot you don't
Thrones.
watch Game of Thrones.
No, I don't fucking watch Game of Thrones because all you people keep telling me to watch Game of Thrones, and I'm just like, I'll do what I want. Not watching your
You
show.
should do what we want, though.
No. And so, oh, and another thing about the furry, there was somebody dressed up in a chipmunk costume, and they were really into character, just all bouncing around and bubbly. And I was in the elevator with them and this old dude, and I just could not stop laughing. The old dude was so creeped out, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, oh my god, it was the funniest thing ever. It was it was probably 8 floors of this, and that elevator was super slow. So the little chipmunks, bouncing around doing its thing. And I'm just like, this is so funny.
But if you were to go to a convention, would you dress up as the Angry Beavers with me?
Yes!
See, wouldn't
Fucking
that be
love
amazing?
the Angry Beavers.
Exactly. Or Cat Dog or something.
Cat dog would be a little awkward.
Well, I mean, it would work out.
I mean,
I
how would
called
we do that? We had to like make a plank.
one of us walks backwards is what we do.
No, we'd have to have both of our feet tied together, and we'd have to be both walking with our hands.
No, if it was big enough, we could just use our feet, man. If the costume was big enough, it would be like how there's Chinese dragon things are at festivals and stuff. It could work like that. It doesn't
Yeah,
have
but
to
that
be like one whole costume. It's just the top half of a dog and cat, and dress up our legs as their paws.
No, see, if we're gonna do cat dog, we both have to be in the same costume. Otherwise, it's just not legit, in my opinion. We have to have our legs tied together, and we have to literally be walking to the convention on our hands only.
I don't think my arms are strong enough for that.
Well, you can put like a tricycle training wheels that you can rest your chest
Tricycle
on.
training wheels on it.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you can rest your chest on them and just kind of wheel yourself along.
Right. Oh yeah, I guess that could work. Doesn't yeah, cat normally has like a wheelchair type thing.
Yeah. How? Oh, that would be if we didn't win an award. If we did it well enough and we didn't win an award, I'd be angry.
Yeah, I'd be pretty pissed. Alright, so
But
do you
yeah,
wanna move on to South Dakota?
yeah. What happened in South Dakota? Number one, what is that and where is that? It's fucking South
Where
Dakota.
is that, he says. I'm gonna
Figuratively
ignore that.
speaking.
If you have a problem and you don't know where states are, I will direct you to YouTube. And there's a map. It's right
Wait,
there.
YouTube? You mean Google
I mean the
Maps?
internet. Well, I mean, you could look it up on YouTube.
Number one, I know South Dakota, but I mean it's South Dakota. What is South Dakota?
South Dakota is a whole lot of nothing,
Exactly.
basically.
Is that Mount Rushmore isn't even in South Dakota. Isn't that like North Dakota?
Man, I should really know this.
I think we both should, but I'm gonna pull up a quick Google here, and you keep going on.
Hang on, I'm looking that up. Yeah,
I'm looking.
it's exactly where I thought it was. Mount Rushmore, near Keystone, South Dakota. I told you, I knew it. I knew everything.
No, you said you should know this. You didn't
No, I
say you
said I knew
did.
it. I didn't even know. I knew
So
it.
it's
I knew where
North
it was.
Dakota. That's
No, it's South Dakota. I
completely
just said
useless.
South Dakota.
No, yeah. So that's it. That's the only thing. That's what makes South Dakota useful. North Dakota is completely nothing.
Ah, oil. There's a lot of oil between the border of Canada and South Dakota.
There's a lot of oil in Texas.
There's a lot more in South Dakota, but it's like diluted oil or something. It's like a really, I forget what's different about it, but it's like you have to go a lot of filtering process. Oh yeah, there's a lot of natural gas with it or whatever, so getting it can be explosive and very dangerous. So
I
that's why
have a
they put off trying to get that oil there.
I have a lot of natural gas.
Very interesting. We all need to know that.
Yes,
So,
thank you.
anyways, back on the story at hand. Don't jerk and drive campaign to be removed. So everyone knows the don't drink and drive and the don't drink or don't text and drive. Pretty straightforward stuff. But apparently there's a problem with jerking and driving, and the campaign. They're like, oh, this we know. Pretty some
Don't.
shit.
Because I mean, in high school and some college, you'd always hear people like, "Oh, my girlfriend gave me a BJ when we were driving."
Yeah.
You know, there's that, but like, really, you just actually no. There's this one creepy kid I knew that said he jerked off and drove once. That was weird.
What, are you just going around thinking, oh, what would make me really cool? I told everyone about this.
And he was more popular than me. I just don't understand that. It just why? Are you listening to erotic tape books on tape? Peter Erotica? What's going on here? What?
This person on Reddit, personally speaking, I think it's a brilliant campaign. I'm sure it saved my life. You see, I've been jerking and driving for years. Jerking and driving everywhere. I would jerk and drive to the store. I would jerk and drive on long trips. Sometimes I'd just jerk and drive just to be jerking and driving. Jerk, jerk, jerk. I, I was proud of my jerking and driving skills too. One day, another driver yelled, "Hey, you jerk!" I smiled and gave him a big thumbs up and said, "You too."
Now, did he have a automatic, or manual? Because if he had a manual car, that would be kind of impressive and slightly more natural.
Uh, I guess I would. Maybe that's why. Maybe you get a manual car to practice jerking and driving.
Maybe. Well, yeah, I mean, see, that's another thing, like, in the car industry, they're going away from the stick shift, and now it's all flappy paddles, which I don't agree with, and there's like, "Well, it helps you shift faster and you can race faster," and like, yeah, but the manual transmission, it's just kind of the thing, it's natural.
Flappy paddles? What?
They have basically 2 buttons on each side of the steering wheel that you use to upshift
Oh
and
yeah, yeah,
downshift,
yeah.
AKA the flappy paddles.
Maybe there's like people have a safety concern and would rather 2 hands on the wheel, you know?
Yeah, I think there's some sort of, bullshittery reasons for that, but I don't agree with it. I like my stick shift, which I've never actually driven. Giggity.
Wait, so
Um,
you like something that you don't even personally use in your life?
yes, but I played Forza manual transmission with clutch, and so I am an expert.
Oh, big man on campus, eh?
I know. But and everyone I've talked to said it's more fun. Regardless of what kind of car it is, it's more fun.
I'm sure it is because it's like an extra thing you're doing.
Yeah.
It's not just just driving. No, I'm driving with my hand somewhere else, doing something else. That's
Just
why you can jerk and
driving.
drive now. You don't even have to worry about it.
Wait, what was this campaign? Is it campaigning against jerking and driving or campaigning
Yes, it
for
was
jerking?
campaigning against jerking and driving. It's a very
Okay.
big deal, a very serious deal, and we take it very serious here in JNA.
Well,
The jerking and
I
driving problem in South Dakota.
I mean, if I lived in South Dakota, I'd be, bored out. I'd be jerking and driving too. What else do you have to do there?
Drink. I imagine go to Mount Rushmore.
Drinking,
That must be
driving.
so much fun, gigantic mountain carvings.
I would be drinking, driving, and jerking all behind the wheel. On the way to Mount Rushmore on my GoPro. That's
By the way, this is not talking about actual jerking. This is just drive safer on the road, and they named it that, and then they realized afterwards that hey, this means something else than what we intended it to.
Oh, that's kind of like Verizon did a commercial last Christmas, and it was walking in a 4G Wonderland, and the whole commercial, and everyone normal people that listened to that, all they heard was walking in an orgy Wonderland. So that's kind of the same thing. I know everyone in my family did. They're like, they said orgy, but they meant 4G.
I did
But
not see that commercial.
it might have been a Midwest thing. Anyone in the Midwest that might listen to this will know.
Yeah, so that has been taken down. That campaign for obvious reasons.
That's unfortunate. I still think jerking driving is a big deal.
Time celebrated tradition is what I'd call it.
I think we should start hashtag jerking and driving.
Well, it appears that it's already a hashtag on Twitter. So, I mean, don't have to really worry about that.
So basically, we're behind the 8 ball. We're grandpas.
Yeah. Behind the times, man, by 2 days.